Also joining us virtually, Elizabeth Whitlow, the Executive Director of Regenerative Organic Certified. Elizabeth has a very interesting history. What's brought her here today, examining the deeper systemic policies of programs to reward holistic farmers. So it's a really interesting concept, and we want to welcome Elizabeth. She's got a 5-minute presentation for us today. There she is. Elizabeth, thank you for being here with us. Welcome.
Hey, hi. Thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
The floor is yours.
A privilege to join Dr. Foley. I'm Elizabeth Whitlow, and I'm with the Regenerative Organic Alliance. I'm the executive director and have the great privilege of serving this group of leaders who spearheaded this movement. Behind the Alliance, the ROA, is spearheaded by very visionary brands you may have heard of before, Dr. Bronner's and Patagonia Company, along with the Rodale Institute. And they came together to create Regenerative Organic Certified as the highest standard for regenerative organic around the globe. And really, they looked at this because the standard, this regenerative organic agriculture, has the potential to address many of today's most pressing problems, including climate crisis, factory farming, and fractured rural economies. I don't really think I need to tell you all why we need regenerative organic now, but I'll go ahead and, as Dr. Foley just mentioned, it's industrial agriculture accounts for 25% of global carbon emissions. Industrial agriculture and factory farming are top contributors to climate change, in fact, and climate change is making it harder to farm. Today's conventional farming systems are degrading the soil to dangerous levels around the globe, and toxic chemicals are destroying the health of our ecosystems, really of all living beings. Farmers and farm workers are often exploited, and rural economies in the US and around the world are suffering. So it's time to make clear, calculated changes to our food systems, food and fiber, and make regenerative organic farming the new model. If we adopt these type of practices on more farms, we're going to see improvements to soil health, to the well-being of the animals, the farmers, the workers, and to the climate itself. Here in this image, we see kind of an image of common practices in farming, and truly what we do to the soil, we do to ourselves. It's the bedrock of our food system and ultimately to our culture and our civilization. Degrading the soil threatens our entire way of life, from the productivity of our cropland to the health of the foods that we eat, to the availability of materials used for food, clothing, building, and more. In addition, there is an extraordinary diversity of microorganisms in the soil microbiome, and they mirror the diversity of ecosystems around the world, as well as the diversity of the microorganisms living in your own human gut. So when we deplete and erode soil through industrial farming practices, we are endangering the complex balance of these natural systems. Healthy soil is the key to healthy people and a healthy planet. Here in the US, we're losing at a rate of 10 times faster than it's being replenished. So this picture here is certainly a much better image of soil than the previous slide. And it just really, I want to emphasize how much of a critical role soil takes in absorbing carbon and filtering water. And if soil continues to be destroyed through chemical agriculture, the result is a vicious cycle. Less carbon is stored, the world gets hotter, the land is further degraded, and I could go on, but not for the 5 minutes allotted. So I'm going to quickly just get to the program that we have launched here, the Regenerative Organic Certified Program, and these are the 3 pillars of the ROC. And truly, this program is, as we agree with Project Drawdown, quote that says regenerative agriculture is one of the greatest opportunities to simultaneously address human, soil, and climate health, along with the financial well-being of farmers. It's about biological alignment, how to live and grow better food in ways that are more productive, safer, and more resilient, end quote. The ROC program really codifies these concepts and raises the bar even higher because we require organic as a baseline. We believe regenerative is intrinsically linked to organic, And we are also very mindful of the potential of greenwashing or regen washing, as it's coming to be called, as regenerative has gotten to be quite a buzzword in recent years, and everyone is lured by the promises inherent in this very powerful term. And we are too. But the ROA has really put a stake in the ground to keep regenerative strong by building a very strong and credible certification process. And you're going to soon see major retailers and fashion brands embracing and supporting this kind of legitimate claim process for the term regenerative in the coming years. So ROC was created as this revolutionary new label to ensure soil health, animal welfare, and worker fairness. We created it because we do believe it's time to create these calculated changes to our food system. And for you all, you may get to choose what you eat 3 times a day. You have to consider your knife and fork as the tools of the revolution and join us and try and support regenerative organic wherever you can. And by purchasing these products, you will address a whole suite of other values beyond just what is on the table.